Aaron found himself not in a cold, stone chamber, but in a circle of his ancestors. The spirits of the beast folk, shimmering and ethereal, chanted in a deep, resonant harmony, a sound that vibrated in his very bones. They welcomed him, their voices a tide pulling him towards their unity, towards the collective consciousness of his people. But as the chant reached its peak, a disruption occurred. In the center of the circle, a bright white flame ignited, pulsing with the steady rhythm of a heartbeat. The ancestral spirits recoiled, their harmonious chant faltering into murmurs of caution. The flame was an intruder, an anomaly in their sacred space. Aaron, however, felt no fear. He felt a pull, a strange sense of recognition. He stepped away from the circle of spirits, his gaze fixed on the mesmerizing flame. As he drew closer, the fire began to shift and coalesce, stretching upward, taking on a form. It wasn't Kellen, not exactly, but a reflection of him, an image born from Aaron's own perceptions. A solitary warrior, cloaked in fire, standing resolute and alone, a sword of pure light in his hand. The spirits' voices rose again, no longer welcoming, but heavy with warning. This path leads to separation, they whispered, their words like a cold wind. To stand alone is to be lost. Aaron shook his head, a newfound certainty settling in his heart. No, he said. His voice clear and firm. This path leads to growth. The flame warrior seemed to hear him. It raised its sword, not in a gesture of aggression, but as a challenge, an invitation. Aaron responded in kind, lifting his own spear, its wooden shaft feeling solid and real in his hands. What followed was not a duel of violence, but a dance, a rhythmic, controlled exchange of movements that flowed like a conversation. It was a dance of self-discovery. With every strike Aaron landed, a thought he had long suppressed, a desire he had never allowed himself to acknowledge, burst into his mind, the ambition to be more than just a guardian. The longing for a life beyond the shadow of his ancestors, and with every parry, every time the flame sword connected with his spear, a hidden fear was laid bare. His fear of failure, his terror of not being strong enough to protect his people, his secret doubt that he was worthy of their trust. The duel was a mirror, showing him the parts of himself he had kept hidden even from his own eyes. Finally, the flame warrior began to fade, its light softening, its form dissolving back into a gentle, pulsing glow. As the last flicker of the sword disappeared, Aaron lowered his spear, his breath coming in steady, even waves. He whispered into the now quiet chamber, I cannot protect my people if I do not know who I am. As the words left his lips, the cold stone of the chamber began to glow with a warm, comforting light. The spirits were gone, but a sense of peace remained. The tower had heard him. The tower approved. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.